Well, the whole focus, of course, is raising money for family projects in Port-au-Prince in Haiti. And it's going to be working with a charity called Compassion International. And they have in excess of 300 different projects they were already running in Haiti. This was even before the earthquake. And so they have a huge presence in that nation, looking to help the people there. And so they're an ideal charity to work with, certainly in terms of the nature of this event.
So it's a huge humanitarian effort before and especially after what's happened recently, the earthquake.
Yes, I mean, obviously it was one of the poorest nations in the world even before the earthquake, as then they've had this devastation on top. I mean, it's so significant what's happened there. That's why the world has been responding as it has been. When we got involved, I know the organizer, Ashley Cooper, and also the man behind it, Andy Hawthorne. And when I talked to Ashley recently, he said, would CrossRhythms get involved? We said, sure. And we made the decision to broadcast it live across the city on FM. And but as it began to snowball, I thought, well, we're in collaboration with two other groups who have CrossRhythms stations, one in Plymouth and one in Teesside. They could take the feed. So we talked to them and they agreed. And then I thought of the other community radio stations that we knew. And so we approached them, and currently there's another one in Dumfries called Alive. There's one up near Glasgow called Revival. There's one in Dewsbury near Leeds called Branch FM. One down in Bournemouth called Hope FM. There was a satellite broadcaster called TWR who, although they can't take the feed, they've been telling their listeners to go and listen to CrossRhythms instead. And then there's another broadcaster locally called UCB who broadcast across the nation on DAB, and they've taken up the feeds. So effectively, this event in Stoke-On-Trent has become a national event through the media players who are involved. And one of the I just remembered, because it only came through a couple of days ago, Shine FM in Northern Ireland. So altogether, 10 radio stations working together. I think it's going to be jam-packed, to be honest. I mean, there's some great bands coming along. For those who know the names, there's a great band from the northeast called Why Friday. From Bradford, there's Abundant Life. From Manchester, part of The Message, which is a youth initiative into schools, there's a girl pop band called Blush UK, and a local artist, Kev Whitmore. And so that's the music lineup. Plus then there's the speakers that Andy Hawthorne will be sharing of his experiences in Haiti. There'll be some guests from Compassion telling their stories. And from a radio broadcast point of view, that'll be the main emphasis. But in amongst that, we'll have messages from other leaders encouraging people to donate, and you can text give. And so we're hoping a lot of people are going to listen in and just send a text in just to give their £5 to support. The initial goal was £20,000. And even before that, the event starts, we've already surpassed £20,000. So a great response right across the board. So we've already hit our target, and I think the hope is to get exceedingly above that. I've never been to Haiti, and I'm not a part of Compassion, so it's a difficult one for me to answer, really. I think Andy is certainly the man in the know. I think really the people who are going to be speaking on the night will give the best impression. I think we all seen the news pictures, and we see the kind of devastation, but I think also the trauma. I think, a lot of kids who have no parents out of this. Some of those people who were dug up, imagine being under rubble for all those days, and coming out from that. I think the trauma and the impact on a nation has been huge, and for us in the West, who have an awful lot in comparison, this is our opportunity to show some care, some love and some support. We're just taking the event. I think the event is not a religious event in as much as the whole focus is raising money for people out in Haiti. So it's not going to Christians in Haiti, it's going to the people of Haiti. And I think, it's Christian in as much as the people who are involved, and the heart behind this has come from the Christian churches in terms of galvanizing support. I think the nature of it is it's accessible for anybody, whether they've got a faith or not. And certainly CrossRhythms ethos, broadcasting as a local community radio station, our audience are of a wide variety of spiritual backgrounds. Many might be Christian, but we hear from a lot of people who aren't Christian, but they love the music we play. They like the content because it's relevant to today, because we deal with health and crime and advice and events and all that kind of stuff. It's just a regular community radio station. So our nature is to be inclusive and to be able to be a part of the everyday landscape. So I think this will be another event that people, whether they have a faith or not, will be able to connect with. Well, if you're listening locally, the frequency is 101.8 FM. That's across North Staffordshire. And if you can't get to that signal, then online it's www.crossrhythms.co.uk/radio.